My name's Steven Farr, and I co-lead the Global Learning Lab at Teach for All. And the Global Learning Lab, we have this wonderful opportunity to study transformational classrooms and communities all around the world. So I work with a team of people that finds and captures transformational classrooms in different countries. And then we host learning experiences where we bring people from all around the world to virtually visit those classrooms and discuss what should we learn from these transformational classrooms. And it's really exciting work, and it's an exciting time because right now we're getting to start to share back some of what we've learned. First, we have to say, what do we mean by great classrooms, right? And what we're studying is classrooms where it seems that students are growing as leaders of a better future, right? We're not just looking for classrooms where students are learning to read and write and do math. And yes, that's incredibly important. But we're asking, where are students mastering those academic skills and knowledge as they're growing as leaders to make the world a better place? So when we study those classrooms, it turns out that what students and teachers are doing in those classrooms is different from what many systems are asking teachers and students to do. And the differences really center around a few things. These classrooms, they're more relational. They are more student-centered in terms of students' voice, agency. Students are leading learning. We see real differences in the teachers' perspectives. In more traditional classrooms, teachers see themselves as the sources of knowledge and learning. And in these classrooms, the teachers keep telling us, I'm the learner in the classroom. My students are learning a lot too, but we're learning together. In these classrooms, we see teachers saying, my students are incredible leaders already. Like, my job is to give them space to fulfill their potential as leaders. I don't have to create somebody. I've got to unleash their potential. And we see teachers whose maybe they came in nervous about working in this community, having heard these stories about all the challenges in the community. And at some point it flips and they realize this community, even with all its challenges, has such a source of insights and wisdom. And there's so much to learn together with the communities. There's a number of distinguishing factors in these transformational classrooms that really seem to start with a sense of purpose and with these lenses that teachers bring to the classroom. We do. So we have classrooms from all over the world. One, I believe the teacher's name was Anka. Yeah, I can visualize her interview and her students right now. They were working on global citizenship, and it was the same sort of story. I think some people would see Anka's classroom and think, that's different from this classroom I grew up in, where we sit in a row and we're asked to say, remember, kids are engaged and they're debating ideas. And the truth is that that's what the world is calling for, right? The world, I think our future on this planet in each country it's challenging. It's a little bit scary. There's a lot of uncertainty, but memorizing facts is not how we're going to take on things like climate change and intolerance and pandemics. We're going to need to be creative, collaborative problem solvers. And so those classrooms that are preparing students for that future are doing that right now in the classrooms. And Teach for Romania has contributed classrooms we've learned from, and we're continuing to look around the world and ask people to join us to visit those classrooms and say, how can we do this differently? I want to start the answer by saying, what is the current system creating? Now that I have the chance to visit education systems all around the world, I see an education system that was built to produce people who work well in a factory, who don't need to make many decisions for themselves and don't need to be creative or collaborative. the future we all face on this planet is going to demand collaborative, creative problem solving. And that's what I think we see at the end of 12th grade if we change our systems in this way. We see students who can see challenges in the world and know I can and want to do something about it. And I'm not going to just do it by myself. I'm going to work with other people who are experiencing those challenges, and we're going to take on those challenges. And this isn't to say that every student is going to grow up and start an NGO. It means that in whatever work they're doing, are they a journalist, are they a doctor, are they a teacher, are they a construction worker? They are thinking, how are we making the world better, and can I solve problems together? And right now, that's not what our education system was built to create. And it's truly, I think, a crisis